From Arizona Stadium in Tucson, welcome to the 2021 Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl. I'm Jake Marsh, taking you through all the action today, where we have the 7-5 Boise State Broncos out of the Mountain West Conference taking on the 8-4 Central Michigan Chippewas out of the MAC. It's the 6th ever meeting between these two teams. Central Michigan holds a 3-2 series lead over Boise State. The Chippewas won the first 3. The Broncos have captured the past 2. Sending it out to midfield for the coin toss now. It should be noted that Central Michigan had a last-minute coaching change, and folks, it is an important one. Gus Duggerton, yes, the 3-time national champion, is stepping in for Jim McElwain for one game and one game only. This is breaking news. Coach Duggs has won it all with LSU. He's won it all with Tennessee. He's won it all with Toledo. And now he's making his second stop in the MAC. To help kick this one off, it is Joel Velasquez, the man who also acts as Boise State's punter. Meanwhile, on the other end, Marion Lukes, the freshman from Charlestown, Indiana, who in the last game, he made a statement, folks, a 100-yard kick return for a touchdown. So Velasquez is ready, and he boots this one away. We are off. Thanks for joining us here on New Year's Eve, the first ever Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl. It's Marion Lukes towards the left side, and it is a respectable return for Central Michigan. One that goes 35 yards, and that'll bring out the Chippewa offense, led by Daniel Richardson, the redshirt freshman from Miami. And here he is, leading his team now to an 8-4 record with the nation's leading rusher, Lou Nichols, on his right side. It's 1st and 10 from around the 40. Richardson rolls right on this first play from scrimmage. He'll keep it himself, pick up the first down, crosses midfield, and he's tackled at the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup, and Riley Wimpy was the one with the tackle. So Central Michigan enters this game on a 4-game winning streak. They went 6-2 in conference play. And now Daniel Richardson and company already has it past midfield after just one play from scrimmage. It's Richardson. Has plenty of time, throws it left side, and it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of Ja'Cory Sullivan, the senior from Michigan, member of the All-MAC third team in 2021. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Central Michigan not quite in field goal range just yet. When does Coach Duggs bring out the shark reel? That's his signature play. It's something to keep an eye on all game long. 2nd and 10 for Richardson. He fakes the handoff, throws it up the middle. It's caught by Khalil Pimpleton for the first down inside the 30. And if there's one man to look out for on the receiving corps for Central Michigan, it is number 88. Khalil Pimpleton, 4 touchdowns this season, just shy of 1,000 yards. And in the last 6 games of the regular season, he took a significant jump. He had 343 yards in the first 6 games. That went up to 586 in the last 6. It's a fresh set of downs for the Chippewas on this opening drive. 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's Richardson. He's going to throw for the 3rd straight play. This one's caught by Ja'Cory Sullivan. And just like that, it is red zone time for the Chippewas. That one goes for 17 yards, and it's 1st and 10 from inside the 15. So you saw Ja'Cory Sullivan make a grab there. Khalil Pimpleton with a reception on the previous play. These two have connections before their time at Central Michigan. They were actually high school teammates. And the nation's leading rusher gets his first look at it today. He'll pick up a yard. Lou Nichols, where do we start with this man? The nation's leading rusher, over 1,700 yards in 12 games. The MAC Offensive Player of the Year. He's had 100 yards on the ground in 7 straight games. 9 total this year. This man can explode at any moment. But for now, he's held to a modest 1-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9 from the 10 for the Chippewas. Richardson's got a 4-wide set with Nichols to his left. Plenty of time for Richardson. Throws it up the middle and incomplete. So that'll bring up the first 3rd down today. Central Michigan, 39% on third down conversions this season. Looking to start 1 for 1 here in the Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl. Richardson takes the snap, rolls to his right, has an open Nichols. It's caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewas. Lou Nichols III, his 16th score of the season. And on, guess what? The Shark Wheel. 6-0 Chippewas. The team from the MAC strikes first. Marshall Meter, no issues with the extra point. And it is 7-0 Central Michigan. If you know anything about Gus Duggerton, you know he is an offense-first guy. So when you win the coin toss, when you say you want the ball, you're always expecting 7 points. And that's exactly what Coach Duggs and the Chippewas did here to start off the 2021 Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl. Stephon Cobbs back to return this one from Marshall Meter. Boots it away towards the middle of the field. And here comes the redshirt junior from Fort Worth, Texas. Gets to the 20, and he's met by a couple of Chippewas at around the 25-yard line. So here's our first look at Hank Bachmeier, the junior from Murrieta, California. A 3,000-yard season alongside 20 touchdowns. Also 12th among active quarterbacks with 244 yards per game. He'll take this opening snap, has plenty of time. It's caught by the tight end, Riley Smith, and he'll go down after about a gain of 8. Smith, the former quarterback turned tight end. Bachmeier has George Holani in the backfield. And he'll hand it off to the redshirt sophomore. And he muscles forward to pick up the first down. So it's 4 yards for Holani. And you might be noticing that the Broncos are missing a familiar face in the backfield. That's because running back Andrew Van Buren entered the transfer portal just a couple of weeks ago. He had a team-high 7 rushing touchdowns this season. Bachmeier hands it back off to Holani. Another respectable run. He'll pick up 7 yards on this one. So George Holani from Bellflower, California. A nugget to keep note of. The Broncos 5-0 when George Holani scores a touchdown. 7-0 Chippewas. Nearly 3 minutes into this one. It's second and short for Boise State. Bachmeier has Holani to his left. He's looking to throw. Has time. Lobs one up to Evans. He's got daylight. Look out. Octavius Evans. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Boise State. 56 yards from Bachmeier to Evans. His 3rd score of the season. And it's light work for Andy Avalos' Boise State offense. The PAT good from Jonah Dalmas. And just like that, we are all tied up. 7 apiece, just more than 3 minutes in. So Velasquez to boot this one away for the second time. Waiting for it, it's Marion Lukes. A 35-yard return the first time. Let's see if he can outdo himself here. He has space, cuts to his left. Oh, daylight, but what a tackle. Shea Oladipo with a tackle by the ankle. He may have saved the touchdown, folks, because there were no Broncos in front of Marion Lukes. Gotta love the hustle from Shea Oladipo, the freshman from Centennial, Colorado. So it's 1st and 10 from the 28 for Richardson and company. The fullback's on the field, as is Lou Nichols. The nation's leading rusher picks up a gain of 6. Lou Nichols, of course, opened this game with a touchdown via the signature Gus Duggerton shark wheel. That rush goes for a medium gain of 6. And here comes Central Michigan on a 2nd and 4. Richardson takes the snap on the 2nd and 4, rolls to his right, creates some space. It's the shark wheel again, and who else but Lou Nichols? A gain of 29 across midfield. On the shark wheel on the last drive, it was Nichols' third receiving touchdown this season. He has more than 300 yards in the air entering today. So he has well over 2,000 all-purpose yards. Approaching the 1-minute mark in the first quarter across midfield on the second drive, Richardson goes deep, and this one is nearly intercepted. Tyreek LaBeouf nearly brought that one the other way. Richardson has to be exhaling after that one. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 from Boise State's 37-yard line. See if Richardson can respond after that near disaster. We'll take the snap. Plenty of time. Sits back. Oh, this one is intercepted. It's Riley Wimpy with no Chippewas in front of him. Riley Wimpy to the house. Touchdown, Boise State. The 5th-year senior from San Clemente, California, entered today with 0 career interceptions. Not only does he pick up his first pick, he picks up a pick 6. A huge momentum-shifting play in favor of the Broncos. The Boise State mascot doing push-ups in a celebratory way, and it is Boise State 14, Central Michigan 7 after the pick 6 from Riley Wimpy. Now here's Lukes once again trying to set up Richardson on this offense with some space. And another really good return from Marion Lukes. This one goes for 38 yards. So, after throwing the interception return for a touchdown, Daniel Richardson looks to right his wrong here in the final minute of the first quarter. Starting off on their own 36, Richardson will begin this drive in the shotgun with Lou Nichols III to his right. Hands it off to Lou Nichols, picks up 3 yards. When you're the nation's leading rusher, people are probably expecting a little more from you. Again, does have the opening touchdown, so not to knock him down at all. But Central Michigan, especially a Central Michigan team under Gus Duggerton, they're expecting explosiveness every single play. The Chippewas have had 42 scoring plays that have covered at least 25 yards. Here's Richardson with the empty backfield on 2nd and 7. Pressure is coming. Look out! Nearly sacked. Nearly intercepted. That was number 7, Ezekiel Noah, with the pressure on the play. The Chips 1 for 1 on 3rd down so far. The other came on the 3rd and 9 in the red zone that resulted in the shark wheel touchdown. 3rd and 7. It's Richardson. Rolls right. Goes to the shark wheel once again. Caught for the first down. Lou Nichols, 20-yard gain. When in doubt, shark it out. A fresh set of downs for the Chips across midfield. And so it looks like that'll be the end of the first quarter. Folks, you wanted fireworks? You got some. Long plays, turnovers, pick sixes, and more. It's Boise State 14, Central Michigan 7 after 5 minutes of play. So put 5 more minutes on the clock. Let's continue this Central Michigan drive at the Boise State 41-yard line. Richardson's in the shotgun, has Lou Nichols to his right, lands it off to Nichols, and this is what Chippewa fans are used to seeing out of number 7 in white. A solid 10-yard gain, moving the chains. He's got 20 rushing yards on the day so far. So right on the edge of Marshall Meter's field goal range. His longest kick this year is 51 yards. However, with the 1st and 10, you don't have to worry about that just yet because the Chippewas are looking for more. Richardson remains in the shotgun. There's plenty of options on either side. This time he'll roll to his right. It's Richardson on the keeper, evades 1 tackle. He'll keep it and go for 6 yards. Oh my, the chat really crushing Coach Duggs right now, calling him Cat Nagy. That, folks, is an insult. 2nd and 4 for Central Michigan, trying to even this game up. from the 25-yard line of Boise State. It's Richardson. Same play. A handoff to the left for Nichols. He'll pick up the first down. And it is red zone time for Central Michigan. They're 1 for 1 inside the 20-yard line today with a touchdown. They have 34 red zone touchdowns this season. And number 35 would tie this game up in all likelihood. Richardson for the third straight time hands off Lou Nichols, but Ezekiel Noah's right there for the takedown for a short gain of 2 yards. So let's see what the redshirt freshman from Miami has up his sleeve on this 2nd down and 8. He's made the shotgun his home so far this game. He'll take this one from the shotgun. A roll to his right. He has some space, a couple of blockers. The first down and more. A front flip into the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewas. Daniel Richardson does it all by himself. And we are an extra point away from a tie game. Meter has only missed 2 extra points this whole season. It'll stay that way. We're tied at 14 points apiece. And man, oh man, when we talked to Daniel Richardson in our pregame production meeting earlier this week, he's just happy to be here. He's taking advantage of every opportunity that Coach Duggerton's giving him. He knows how much pressure is taken off his shoulders. And when you have number 7 in white in the backfield next to you, you can hand it off to him and take some time to breathe. Well, after that score, folks, you have some even more time to breathe on the sidelines because we're all tied up and it's time for Boise State to take back over on offense. Holani's in the backfield. A couple of receivers on each side. Bachmeier fakes the handoff. Throws it up the middle. It's caught by Stephon Cobbs. He's around midfield. Cobbs with a gain of 22 yards. The redshirt junior from Fort Worth, Texas. More than 400 yards in the air this season. And after one play, the Broncos are once again cooking. This is turning into a shootout very early. It's Bachmeier. Hands off to Holani up the gut. A nice stiff arm against McCoy. A gain of 12. George Holani. My goodness. Again, the team's leading rusher in terms of touchdowns, Andrew Van Buren. He transferred just a couple of weeks ago. So right now, it's the two-headed monster of Holani and Cyrus Habibi-Likio taking the majority of the carries in the backfield for Boise State. Here's 1st and 10 for Bachmeier. A screen left to Holani, but Troy Brown says, no, not today. A 3-yard loss for Boise State. Troy Brown, the All-MAC first-teamer for the 3rd straight season. It's now 2nd down and 13 for Boise State. Bachmeier under center. Takes it. A quick screen right. That one's intercepted. It's Rolly Sturkey with the pick. The first caused turnover today. That would be Octavius Evans that probably stopped a touchdown. So just like that, the momentum has changed. And it's 1st and 10 for Central Michigan on Boise State's side of the field. Richardson takes the snap, hands it off to Nichols, and he's going nowhere. That's the 5th-year senior captain, Kekaula Kaniho. His 60th game today in a Broncos uniform. That is the most ever by a Boise State player. And folks, this man does it all, both on the field and off it. How does a 3.96 GPA in health sciences sound? A brilliant young man who will do big things after his Boise State career. Richardson takes the snap, rolls right, keeps it himself, getting close to that first down marker, and he'll pick it up. Daniel Richardson can do it on his own. He can do it with his arm, and it's a fresh set of downs for the Chippewas. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Richardson moves back to the shotgun with Nichols to his right. He'll hand it off to Sweet Lou, and he'll pick up 6 yards. So closer and closer towards the red zone for Central Michigan. The Chippewas looking to take their first lead since the 7-0 start. Richardson, another handoff, Lou Nichols. He'll pick up that first down. It's a gain of 5 inside the red zone with 1:30 left in this first half. That's the thing with the Central Michigan offense. They know how to dictate the tempo. They can go on deep throws. They can go on quarterback keepers. Why not Nichols a third time in a row? That one's for 6 yards. Lou Nichols has 44 yards, already 10 touches in this first half. 311 carries entering today. That also led the nation in addition to his 1,700 yards on the ground. Under a minute to go. Central Michigan has all 3 timeouts. 2nd and 4 inside the 15. Nichols once again inside the 10. And that'll set up first and goal after the gain of 8. So who do you go to here? Been a lot of ground game for Coach Duggerton's offense. We've seen Khalil Pimpleton and Ja'Cory Sullivan have a catch apiece. The backup running back, Darius Bracey, in the game right now, giving Lou Nichols a well-deserved break. A heavy set on the left side for Central Michigan. The handoff to Bracey. He'll pick up nothing. So that'll bring up 2nd down and goal from the 6. Under 30 seconds remaining in this first half. That was Riley Wimpy on the tackle, by the way. He's the one who had the pick 6 earlier in this game. Lou Nichols back in on 2nd and goal. He'll power through to the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal. 15 seconds left. Coach Duggs calls his first timeout. You need 1 yard. You have the nation's leading rusher. And you have the fullback, Hunter Buchkowski, in the backfield as well. An extra blocker for Lou Nichols. The handoff. Nichols waltzes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewas. It's the 2nd of the day for the redshirt freshman from Detroit. And for the first time since the game was 7-0, it's a lead for Coach Duggs. Lou Nichols III. He comes out for a play, gets a sip of water, and gives his team the lead. Not a bad first half for the man named Lou Nichols III. Only 13 seconds to go. Boise State does have all 3 timeouts. Let's see what Khalil Shakir can do here. He'll be tackled at the 24-yard line with 9 seconds left. Jonah Dalmas's long field goal this year is 47 yards, so a lot of work to be done, but Bachmeier and company will be conservative, hands it off to Holani, and use their first timeout. It's an interesting strategy to use the handoff and a timeout after the gain of 2nd. 6 seconds left. This could be the final play of the first half. Bachmeier has plenty of room. Throws it deep. Last play of the half. And this one is intercepted. Gage Kresge with his 2nd pick of the season. And that's how the first half ends. Central Michigan 21. Boise State 14. A tremendous first half at the first ever Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl. And now for the halftime show. It's the one and only Scott Stapp. Welcome back to Tucson. Jake Marsh here inside the broadcast booth. Central Michigan 21, Boise State 14. A very entertaining opening 10 minutes from Arizona Stadium. Boise State, they'll get the ball to begin this third quarter. to try to tie this game up. So Meter will boot this one away to begin the second half. Khalil Shakir, the senior, the team's leading receiver, he has nothing so far today. Not even a look from Bachmeier. We'll see if he gets more involved in this second half. Meter boots it away. And here comes Khalil Shakir. Will he take it out inside the end zone? No. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for Boise State. So here's Hank Bachmeier. A drive with a chance to tie this game up. It's an empty backfield on this first play from scrimmage in the second half. Evans in motion. It'll be the jet sweep to Octavius Evans. He picks up the first down and a little bit more. A very respectable 17-yard rush for the redshirt senior. Evans had the game's opening touchdown. Now has a first down. First down and 10 from the 42. Bachmeier in the shotgun with Holani to his right. Early in the third quarter, it's the quarterback keeper for Bachmeier. He'll pick up 3. That was Devontae Reed on the stop. That was the first rush for Bachmeier today. So Bachmeier, after the QB keeper, looks to pick up some more with this offense on 2nd and 7. He'll fake the handoff to Holani. Has time, looks right side, and Khalil Shakir gets 1 foot down. So Khalil Shakir, invited to the Senior Bowl. His final game as a Bronco right now, though. He has 15 straight games with at least 65 yards. That, folks, is the longest streak in college football. That one goes just enough for a first down, and Boise State continues to drive early on in this third quarter. However, Coach Gus Duggerton just threw his challenge flag onto the field. Did Khalil Shakir get 1 foot down? If only we had a rules analyst for this one. Again, the call on the field is a completed pass. Did he get the foot down? And he did. Boise State across midfield after the first grab of the day from Khalil Shakir. Bachmeier pitches it to the left side. It's Holani, but Devontae Reed doesn't let him go anywhere. A 3-yard loss. Devontae Reed, his 75th tackle this season. So it's Bachmeier operating out of the backfield. On this 2nd down and long, looking to get some yards back. Shakir in motion. It's another sweep, and Shakir is met in the backfield. Troy Hairston the second. A loss of 4. The All-MAC first-teamer, a converted linebacker. Third down and very long. 17 yards to go for Bachmeier and company. Can they pull a rabbit out of the hat? Throws it deep. It's caught. Stephon Cobbs, 34 yards on 3rd and 17. That is going to make defensive coordinator Rob Akey unhappy, to say the least. Bachmeier with the read option. He's stopped. A loss of 3. Day Hill with his first tackle of the day. And for the second time this drive, it's 2nd and long for the Broncos. Bachmeier on 2nd and 13. Nearly sacked. His hand was moving forward. Troy Brown brought the pressure and almost had his first sack of the season. So the Broncos have already converted a 3rd and 17 this drive. Now they have their hands full with a 3rd and 13. It's Bachmeier. Screen pass, Holani has a blocker, picks up the first down, and into the end zone. George Holani, a 20-yard screen pass for 6 points, a chance to tie it up, and my, oh my, a 3rd and 17 converted, a 3rd and 13 converted. Does that say more about the resiliency of the Boise State offense or the lack of discipline from Coach Duggerton's Central Michigan defense? Either way, it does not matter. We're tied at 21 midway through the 3rd quarter here in Tucson. Lukes has been solid returning the ball so far today. Here's another one that was very close to going to the house. A nice tackle by the special teams of Boise State. This one goes for 34 yards. And in comes Daniel Richardson and the Central Michigan offense. Daniel Richardson has Lou Nichols to his left. Richardson, the screen pass to Nichols. He has some space. Nichols picks up 8. So Lou Nichols III, we mentioned how he is the country's leading rusher. We also said how he has more than 300 yards as a receiver. This man can do it all, folks. And while he may just be a redshirt freshman, he is proving he can do this on Sundays too. Long way to go in the young man's career. For now, it's 2nd and 2 on their own 40. Richardson back to Nichols. Can't pick up anything. That's a really nice tackle by Riley Wimpy to force 3rd down and 2. Under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. We're even at 21 points apiece. Coach Duggs has gone with the ground game the majority of this one. Now this is a pivotal play. 3rd and 2 for the Chips. Richardson takes it, rolls right. That one's caught by Sullivan, just enough for a first down. He'll pick up 4. You can see the face on Coach Duggs right now. A humongous exhale. They move the chains, keep the drive alive, but let's be real. Coach Duggs was going for him 4th down if there was the opportunity to do so. That'll bring the ball to their own 44-yard line. Richardson once again in the shotgun. Hands it off to Nichols. Up the gut. Right at midfield. The gain of 6. Right on top of the Barstool Sports logo. Little fun fact, this company started back in 2003. And here they are, 18 years later, the first ever Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl. Under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. We're even at 21. Points, points, and more points in this one so far. Richardson takes it up the middle. Caught by Sullivan for a gain of 3. Not quite enough for the first down. And that'll bring up the 2nd, 3rd down opportunity of this game so far. It'll be 3rd and 1. If you're Coach Duggs, you got to like your odds with Lou Nichols in the backfield. Let's see if he goes to him or throws it. Again, knowing him, it's probably 4-down territory either way. Do you take a shot here or do you go conservative just to try to move the chains? 15 seconds to go in the 3rd. Richardson hands off Lou Nichols. 1st down and more. Inside the 40. That's a gain of 9. Let's see if they can get one more playoff before the end of the 3rd quarter. And it looks like that'll do it for the 3rd. Central Michigan, 21. Boise State, 21. 5 minutes to go in the first ever Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl. Who will emerge victorious? It is time for the 4th quarter. Again, Central Michigan has not had 1 4th down all season. If they were to be in that opportunity, Marshall Meter's longest field goal of the season is 51 yards. Right now, it's on the 39-yard line. It would be much longer than that. Richardson in trouble, just has to throw it away on 1st down. That was Tyreek LaBeouf forcing the pressure, nearly sacking Daniel Richardson. This is one of the longer drives today for Coach Doug's Chippewas. Already 2 third down conversions on the drive. Richardson takes it, rolls right, has space, shark wheel. Lou Nichols the catch at the 20. He's inside the 15, a gain of 24. Nearly 100 yards receiving for Lou Nichols III. He can do damage on the ground. He can do damage in the air. What can't this man do? 1st and 10 on the 15 with 4:40 remaining. Tied at 21. It's Nichols once again. Charging forward. A gain of 7. Lou Nichols averaging 5.5 yards per carry entering today. He's around the 60-yard mark right now. 2nd and 3 from the 8. Richardson. Once again, Nichols stuffed from behind. Ezekiel Noah has had a superb second half. And the redshirt senior ensures that Central Michigan loses 2 yards. Here's a 3rd down and 5 for the Chippewas. The biggest play of the game so far. It's Richardson. Has time. Steps back. Nichols makes the catch at the 5. And he is in for the touchdown. Lou Nichols III. His 2nd touchdown via the shark wheel this afternoon. And Central Michigan takes the lead back in the 4th quarter. An 11-play, 64-yard drive that takes up nearly 4 minutes, which in video game time is a lot, folks. It's 28-21 Central Michigan with just more than 3.5 remaining in regulation. So Meteor will boot this one away to Khalil Shakir and Stephon Cobbs on a drive where Hank Bachmeier and company will have a lot of pressure on them. It's Cobbs at the 1. Runs it back towards the 20. And he'll be taken down at the 27-yard line. And here comes Bachmeier. His team down by a touchdown. 3:30 remaining. Boise State does have plenty of time. They also do have all 3 timeouts in their back pocket. Bachmeier under center, looking left, throws left, and that one is incomplete. Octavius Evans looked like he initially had his hand on it. Couldn't come down with it. Rolian Sturkey with the coverage. Holani once again in the backfield alongside the fullback. It's Holani with the carry on 2nd down and 10. He'll pick up 6 yards. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 4. We mentioned earlier in the 4th quarter how good Central Michigan was on 3rd downs. They went 3 for 3 on that last drive. Boise State on the season, a 44% success rate. They're 2 for 2 today. Here's 3rd and 4 with 3 minutes remaining in regulation. Bachmeier takes the snap, has time, right side, and Stephon Cobbs cannot get a foot down. Incomplete. 4th and 4. A humongous stop from Rob Akey's defense. And for the first time today, Boise State's punter Joel Velazquez comes out to boot this one away. Pimpleton will have a chance at the 20, to the 25, the 30. Breaks the tackle at the 33-yard line. He'll return it for 12. And Khalil Pimpleton, you can never feel safe if you're on the opposite side of him returning a kick. Earlier this season, in a game against Western Michigan, he returned 2 punts for a touchdown. He's also 2nd in the country in a punt return average, averaging 20 yards per return. So 2:40 to go. Central Michigan 28, Boise State 21. Daniel Richardson looks to add some insurance to this Central Michigan offense. With time, throws it deep, up the middle, incomplete. Tyreek Jones. The pass intended for Remy Simmons, who's been quiet today. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. 2:36 remaining. Richardson looking to throw again. Caught by Lou Nichols. My goodness, there were 2, maybe 3 Broncos coming after Daniel Richardson. He got it off just in time. Nichols makes the catch and tackled for a 5-yard gain. Richardson has 144 passing yards. You've got to think the majority of those have to be to Lou Nichols III. Richardson takes it, and it is caught for a first down. Lou Nichols picks up more. Coach Duggs continues to shark it out when it matters most. It's a fresh set of downs, and that is a back-breaking play for Boise State. He did get out of bounds, so the clock did stop. Richardson hands it off to Nichols. They'll pick up 7. 135 yards on the ground for Lou Nichols in Central Michigan. Keep in mind, Lou Nichols does have 9 100-yard games this season. 2 games of at least 200 yards. I don't think he'll get quite there today unless we go to maybe 6 or 7 overtimes. But regardless, point stands. Lou Nichols III, a beast. 2nd and 3 for Central Michigan. It's Richardson. Back to Nichols. He'll lose 2 yards. Riley Wimpy had a pick 6 earlier in the game. A huge stop here. Boise State just used their 3rd and final timeout. So Central Michigan, 7 for 7 on 3rd downs today. This, by far, the biggest. Boise State make the crucial stop. Richardson on his own. He'll throw it. Lou Nichols drops it. The shark wheel finally fails. And for the first time today, it's 4th down Central Michigan, and Coach Duggs is keeping the offense on the field. The Chips are 57% on 4th down this season. Richardson has it. Rolls right. Richardson, shark wheel, Lou Nichols caught inside the 20. Potentially the dagger here in Tucson. A gain of 18. Lou Nichols, 9 catches, 144 receiving yards, 2 receiving touchdowns, mostly via the shark wheel. And Central Michigan can kneel the clock out, but you know Coach Gus Duggerton, he simply will not do that. 1st and 10 from the 19. 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Richardson draining some clock. He'll snap it with 3. Nichols, another respectable run, picks up 9 yards. 21 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown. More than 200 all-purpose yards, 3 total touchdowns for Lou Nichols III. I know we hyped him up before the game. Now you know why. Nichols picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal for Central Michigan. They could run it out, but you know Coach Duggs wants more points. Up by 7 with 50 seconds remaining. So 1st and goal inside the 5. You'd expect Central Michigan to try to score one more time. Oh, but what is this? It looks like the victory formation is out for Coach Duggerton. I'll tell you what, folks, in all my years of broadcasting, I have never been surprised to see the victory formation come out until now. That is not what we're used to seeing from Coach Gus Duggerton. 2nd down and goal from the 8. Now, they're done with the victory formation. They do want to score one more time. 18 seconds left. Anything but a turnover here is just fine for the Chips. 10 seconds to go. Let's see if they drain down some more clock, and this will most likely be the final play of the game. Richardson with 3 seconds left. Can he get one more? He rolls to his right, and what a fitting way for this one to end. The shark wheel to Lou Nichols. Not quite enough for the touchdown, and that'll do it. The first ever Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl's in the books. Your final score from Tucson: Central Michigan 28, Boise State 21. Look at the face on Gus Duggerton. Another bowl victory added to his resume. That'll do it, folks. Thanks for joining us. Jake Marsh here. We hope to see you back in Tucson in 2022 for our next broadcast of the Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl. Happy New Year and good night.